every election, it's a battle of the same names from the same clans. Political dynasties have always been a part of Philippine politics. Article 2, Section 26 of the 1987 Constitution says the state shall guarantee equal access to opportunities for public service and prohibit political dynasties as may be defined by law. Data from the University of the Philippines' Halalan website show 250 political families have dominated Philippine politics at the national and local level. This represented 0.0001667% of the country's 15 million families. It adds 56% of political dynasties come from old political elites, and 44% emerged after the 1986 EDSA revolution. Of the 80 provinces in the Philippines, 73 or 94% have dynasties. Data would show that 6 presidents will most likely have relatives in the next Senate: Osmeña, Magsaysay, Marcos, Cory Aquino, Estrada, and Noynoy Aquino.
So my basic knowledge on Philippine political dynasties is that when people coming from the same family or share the same family name and are usually on a first or second degree sanguinity level run for office and have the monopoly of positions within their family.
Ang pagkaalam ko, ang bawat politiko ay may kanya-kanyang agenda. May kanya-kanyang hangarin sa buhay kung paano niya mapapaunlad at pagtulong sa kapwa. Pero sa kabila nun, meron siyang malaking agenda, itinatagong hangarin para sa bayan at para sa kaniyang pamilya.
I know a lot. I was born here, I have lived through it, and I'm still living through it.
I personally believe that we should do our best to hinder the growth of political dynasties here in the Philippines. And this is because of 2 very simple reasons. The first is that having political dynasties in a not completely developed democracy allows a lot of imbalances in power. Having so much power under one family name prevents and hinders the presence of checks and balances, making it hard to really verify the effectiveness of these political dynasties. And second, I also think that political dynasties in a way hinder other politicians from being able to succeed in running for an office. And this is because, as I've said before, that influence also reverberates within the local community, and it is hard for other opponents to actually win the elections because of that imbalance of power.
Ang kabutihan pero hindi yung pagpapayaman at pangrakot sa kaban ng bayan.
They should not, but we cannot do anything. The Philippine political scenery, we are by nature clannish. Of course, we will vote for our relative rather than from somebody outside the family, because I can get something from it, like jobs, fat contracts, everything. If he gets rich, I'll get rich also. So that is political patronage. It will never leave us. It will stay with us because we're by nature like that. We vote for our own blood.
I think to an extent I'm against political dynasties, and this is because from what I have seen in the last few years of being more politically aware of what's going on in the Philippines, I haven't been particularly impressed with communities that have strong political dynasties. I mean, in a way, they are effective in what they are doing, but I feel like there is no innovation, and a lot of these family members simply copy or mimic the policies of those family members that came before them, and that there aren't really a lot of new ideas coming in, which becomes a hindrance for the progress of that particular community.
Against ako dahil sa sitwasyon na nakikita natin sa kasalukuyan. Politiko nga, nasabi ko nga may kanya-kanyang agenda. Ang inuuna nila ay kapakanan ng kanilang pamilya, para umasenso ang kanilang buhay hanggang sa kanyang kaapu-apuhan. At kung gumawa man sila ng proyekto, bago matapos ang proyekto, kaunting-kaunti na lang ang natitirang pundo para gamitin sa kanilang proyekto. At lahat para makumpleto ang kanilang mga papeles, kung may project man sila, malaki man ang pundo nila sa kanilang proyekto, ay bago dumating at ipagpatuloy ang kanilang proyekto, ay kaunti na lamang ang natitira sa budget ng kanilang proyekto.
Of course, I'm against it. I don't have any politician in my family. So, out with it. I haven't gained anything out of any politician or about politics. So, everybody should have equal chance of getting into government, running it, participating in it. Might be a better environment.
I think it's common in the sense that in local government, you see this phenomenon fairly prevalent, and this is because mode of government that we have here, when we have small government units, it makes it very easy for political dynasties to thrive in that kind of environment, because once a family has established their dominance and has proved to be influential in that community, people are easily influenced to continue voting for them because they are familiar with them and they know that even though they aren't affected, there's this rapport that has been developed wherein the people know that, like, they're very generous when it comes to these kinds of activities, and even though they aren't really the policies that we need, at least we have this relationship with them that makes it easy for us to approach them when we have needs. And I think this is something that you see a lot in the Philippines.
Ang mga tao
Depende sa...
ay may kanya-kanyang kaugalian na madali silang mahikayat na ay yun ay galing sa mahirap, tingnan mo ngayon ay parang ang politiko lang ay ginagawang pamamaraan na para ikaw yumaman. Kung gusto mong yumaman, pumasok ang politiko, kasi nakikita ng iba na galing nga sa mahirap, napapag-aral niyan lahat ang kanyang mga anak, hanggang sa pagsubra ang kanilang naiitagong pera, hanggang sa nagkakameron ng ibang bisyo. Kalawa, ang bahay ay mga palasyo, merong mga farm, kung tawagin nila, bakasyonan sa bukid. At ang kanilang mga pera ay distributed na sa mga anak. At ang pera ay halos dinadala na sa ibang bansa para hindi madiscover ng mga kanilang mga kalaban sa politiko.
It's everywhere. Because as I said, we are clannish by nature, so we patronize our own blood.
I think being a first-time voter, I was more inclined to go with the latter and vote for politicians who were not affiliated with any political dynasty. And I think this is because I believe that in order for change to really happen, there must be a deviation from the norm or from what has been acceptable already. I'm not saying that just because they're part of a political dynasty means that they are not effective leaders. But like I've already said this in one of the answers before, there is a repetitiveness in the kinds of policies and programs that they do implement. And I think it's nice to be able to hear the voices of other leaders who are just as competent, and having this knowledge of like the difference between political dynasties and politicians that are not part of a political dynasty.
Sa ngayon, kung dadating ang eleksyon, ako'y maghahanap ng kung lumaman ay yung hindi nagpayaman. Kung kumuha man siya, kung meron man siyang nasungkit man laang na kaunting pera sa pamumuno niya, yung hindi karapal. At ako'y pipili ng isang boboto kung at least may pinag-aralan para makaharap sa taong bayan, sa taong mamamayan.
No, I've never voted for anyone. Oh yeah, in the Philippines, politics is a popularity contest. We vote for someone who has name recall. Whether he's a good leader or not doesn't matter. But because he has a name which he inherited from his parents, from grandparents, and on and on.